Hey everybody, it's Eric and welcome to the Garage Arcade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Neo Geo MVS game and one of my favorite fighting games. We'll be taking a look at Samurai Shodown. Alright, let's go ahead and pop Samurai Shodown into my trusty Neo Geo MVS cabinet. And in case you've never seen how these work, how the games actually go in, this is a two-slot cabinet, so you can see I have World Heroes there already in a slot. And then I can put Samurai Shodown here in the other slot, and it's as easy as that. And then this closes back over. And normally arcade operators could lock this, but I don't keep this locked because I switch the games out constantly. But let's go ahead and fire this thing up. And there it is, Samurai Shodown. And I actually have a Samurai Shodown themed MVS cabinet. I've got the marquee card here, but then also I've got this really cool border that came with the game that I have installed in my cabinet that has a list of the characters and all the moves and whatnot. And this is not Samurai Shodown. That is Samurai Shodown. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm glad that I have this for my cabinet because Samurai Shodown is one of my favorite games, and it's definitely cool to have this screen border here, and it's got a lot of the moves on there even too, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the gameplay on my cabinet.
Samurai Shodown was originally released in 1993 for the Neo Geo, and then it was ported all over the place. There's an SNES port, a Sega Genesis port, there's even a 3DO port. Now, I always thought this was a really cool intro screen. That's just freaking rad. I've always loved that. Samurai Shodown is set in feudal Japan, and there's a really big variety of characters here. This guy in particular is one of my favorites. I used to play as him quite a bit as a kid. I like his Freddy Krueger claws, and I also liked the creepy way he scurries across the floor when you do the dash move. And speaking of his Freddy Krueger claws, that's something that this game has that sets it apart from Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2, is that this is a weapons-based fighter. So you'll notice all of the characters have some sort of weapon, be it a sword or the really cool Freddy Krueger claws. And also what sets it apart from, you know, its contemporaries like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2 is the sprite scaling that goes on here, the zooming in and out. That is something that's really cool and one of the things I've always enjoyed about this game. The music in this game is also great. Neo Geo MVS cabinets are capable of putting out some really great sound, and this game puts that ability to awesome use. Something else that's pretty funny about this game is the way the background characters spaz out after a round's over. That's pretty funny looking. I used to have tons of fun playing this game in the arcade as a kid, and this was kind of my go-to fighting game for a while. I used to pass over Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat just to play this game. The graphics I thought were amazing. I loved the sprite scaling, the zooming in and out, and I always, like I said, really enjoyed the music and the fact that there was weapons. You had swords and Freddy Krueger claws, all that cool stuff, and this game even had blood in it, so it kind of had that edge to it that Mortal Kombat had as well. That dude's married? On top of weapons, some of the characters even had companion animals, like this guy here with the dog, or there's another girl that has a bird that helps her out. And that added just another level of complexity to some of the characters in this game. Because the game's weapon-based, there's also less emphasis placed on combos and more emphasis on just getting really good critical blows on your opponent to bring their energy down quickly, which I feel like is pretty realistic when you put weapons into the equation. I'm sure you'll agree, as the footage shows here, this is a really fun game, and obviously a lot of people thought so, because like I mentioned earlier, it was ported to a ton of consoles, and also it spawned a bunch of sequels. If you're collecting for the Neo Geo MVS or AES, I would definitely recommend picking up Samurai Shodown. Even though there are sequels and later games in the series, I feel like the first one really does hold up still, and it's tons of fun multiplayer. Now, if you aren't collecting for the Neo Geo, there are other ways still to play this game. It is available on the Virtual Console on the Wii. It's also available in the SNK collection that was available for the Nintendo Wii and the PlayStation 2, I believe. It's on both of those. So even if you can't track down a copy for the Neo Geo, there's still super affordable ways to play this game. Now, even though I play a lot of different games in my Neo Geo MVS cabinet, and Samurai Shodown isn't always one of the games that's in this cabinet, I still leave the Samurai Shodown screen border on there, and even the marquee card, because like I said, this is one of my favorite games, and I love that my cabinet is themed this way, and I have the extras like the marquee card and the little cardboard border that goes around the screen. To me, that's just icing on the cake. So if you can get a hold of an MVS copy with those, I would definitely recommend it, because it looks great. While we're on the subject of the Neo Geo, I wanted to give a shout out to longtime viewer Anthony, who goes by Charlie Cat on YouTube. He runs the official Neo Geo thread over at AtariAge.com, and that thread just recently celebrated its 3rd birthday on March 24th. So, unfortunately, this is a belated birthday wish. I did have more Neo Geo videos planned earlier, but some issues in the Garage Arcade kept me from filming in there for a while. But there will definitely be more Garage Arcade and Neo Geo videos coming soon. And again, happy birthday to the official Neo Geo thread. I am not as good at this game as I used to be as a kid, so I'm going to keep practicing. Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching this Neo Geo review. If you got some more time, I've got some other videos you can watch here, and also don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you like what you saw. Also, I've got some social media links there you can follow, and as always, thanks for watching.